Hello everyone, I am Tejaswini of second year MSc. I am here to present seminar on the topic tumor immunology under the guidance of Ashok Kumar sir. The contents to be discussed under tumor immunology are basically what is the definition of tumor, classification of cancer or tumors, carcinogens, and then tumor immunology, what it is actually mean, tumor antigens, immune response to tumors, tumor evasion of the immune response, immunodiagnosis of tumor, and at last cancer therapeutics. What is tumor? Tumor is a word derived from Latin which means swelling, results from abnormal proliferation of cells through the loss or modification of normal growth control. Tumor, it is also defined as the swelling of a part of the body, generally without any inflammation, which is caused by an abnormal growth of tissue. This tumor may be benign or malignant. Cells which give rise to clones of cells and that can expand in an uncontrolled manner will produce a tumor or neoplasm. A tumor that is not capable of indefinite growth and does not invade the healthy surrounding tissue extensively is said to be benign tumors, and a tumor that continues to grow is called malignant. The term cancer refers specifically to a malignant tumor. Now, the cancer remains one of the leading causes of death globally, with an estimated 12.7 million cases around the world. As I said, these malignant tumors exhibit metastasis, whereby the small cluster of cancerous cells dislodge from the original tumor, and these tumors invade the blood or lymphatic vessels and are carried to other distant tissues also. Classification of cancers. Malignant tumor or cancers are classified according to the embryonic origin of the tissue from which the tumor is derived. This first one, carcinomas, and these are epithelial origin involving the skin, mucous membrane, epithelial cells in glands, and contribute about 89.3% of all cancers. Sarcomas, which are the cancer of connective tissue and contribute about 1.9% of all cancers. Lymphomas, whereas T and B cell, Hodgkin's, Burkitt's lymphomas, these are solid tumors, contribute 5.4% of all cancers. Next, leukemias, which are the disseminated tumors. These may be lymphoid, myeloid, or acute and also chronic, contributes 3.4% of all cancers. And the last, blastoma. These cancers are derived from immature embryonic tissue. Carcinogens. These are the agents which are the causative agents of cancer, and these agents are either physical, chemical, or even biological. Radiation such as UV rays, X-rays, radioactive elements which induces DNA damage and chromosome breaks are all categorized under physical carcinogens. Chemical carcinogens are the smoke, tar, and many countless chemicals that can damage DNA. Oncogenic viruses, these are of biological carcinogens which insert DNA or cDNA copies of viral oncogenes into the genome of host target cells, such as human papilloma viruses, hepatitis B virus are few examples. Carcinogens are also hereditary, which contains oncogenes which are inheritable from person to another person. What is tumor immunology? Tumor immunology is one of the branch of biology that is concerned with understanding the role of our immune system in the development and progression of cancer. This branch is also concerned with the evidence for immune reactivity against tumor, challenges in cellular characteristics due to malignancy, tumor and host components which affect tumor progression, and finally use of tumor antigens in diagnosis and immunotherapy. Tumor specific antigens, which is called as TSA, and tumor associated antigens, which is TAA. These were originally called as tumor specific transplantation antigens and tumor associated transplantation antigens. which are used for stemming from studies in which these antigens were discovered by transplanting them into recipient animals, including a rejection immune response. Tumor-specific transplantation antigen. These antigens are present on the malignant cell membranes, which induces an immune response when the tumor is transplanted in syngeneic animals. These TSAs are unique to tumor cells and can result from DNA mutation that lead to expression of altered self-proteins or form expression of viral antigens in transformed cells. These are the antigens which do not express on normal cells. Under this, there are high specific antigens and low specific antigens. These high specific antigens expressed on one kind of tumor and induced by physiochemical factors such as X-rays, whereas low specific antigens express one or more than one kind of tumor and which are induced by virus such as EBNA virus, which occurs at Burkitt's lymphoma. Tumor-associated transplantation antigens. These are the fetal antigens that are present in embryonic and malignant cells and which are not found in the adult normal cells. These are membrane expressed and virally encoded antigens, but these antigens are non-specific. Example, oncofetal antigens, which are tumor-associated transplantation antigens expressed by embryonic cells of tumors. Examples of these oncofetal antigens are alpha-fetoprotein, which are produced by hepatocellular carcinoma, and carcinoembryonic antigen, which is occurring in ovarian and colon cancer. Immune response to tumors. The immune response to cancer, it is viewed as a specialized case of immunity in which malignant cells has adopted and learned how to persist. Burnett and Thomas put forth the immunological surveillance theory as the immune system continually surveyed the body for the presence of malignant cells which were continuously arising as a result of mutations. The immune response to foreign antigen consists of both humoral mechanism and cellular mechanism. To date, there are three proposed mechanisms by which the immune system is thought to control cancer. That is, by destroying viruses that are known to transform the cells, and by eliminating pathogens and reducing pro-tumor inflammation. Next, by actively identifying and eliminating cancerous cells. The final mechanism is involving tumor cell identification and eradication, which is termed as immunosurveillance. Immunosurveillance is a monitoring process of the immune system to detect and destroy virally infected and neoplastically transformed cells in the body. Humoral immunity against cancers. Humoral antibody production by the host against tumor cells or their constituents for tumor antigens. These antibodies do not appear to confer significant protection against tumor growth since most of antibodies cannot recognize TATs, that is tumor-associated transplantation antigens. These humoral antibodies that react with tumor cells in vitro have been detected in the sera of patients with various tumors such as Burkitt's lymphoma, melanoma, lung and breast cancer, etc. Cytotoxic antibodies are directed against surface antigens of tumor cells. These antibodies can exert anti-tumor effects through complement fixation or by serving as a flag for destruction of tumor cells by T cells, which are antibody-dependent cell-mediated cytotoxicity. Another population of humoral antibodies called enhancing antibodies, which are also called as blocking antibodies, may actually favors tumor growth rather than inhibition. Cellular immunity, it is the vast mechanism to eradicate cancerous cell or to prognose cancerous cell. The T cell is the primary cell which is responsible for direct recognition and killing of tumors. These cells carry out immunosurveillance and destroy newly transformed tumor cells. Some of these cells require the presence of humoral antibodies directed against the tumor cells to kill the transformed cells. In contrast, suppressor T cells inhibit the immune response against tumors. Cytotoxic T lymphocyte TC CTLs recognize antigens on target cells and lyse the tumor cells. These antigens may be surface proteins or may be intracellular proteins and express on the surface in the combination with class 1 MHC molecules. Tumor-specific CTLs have been found sarcoma, carcinoma and melanomas. NK cells or natural killer cells, which are the effector cells with tumoricidal activity. These cells since lack receptors for the antigen detection but recognizes normal cells infected with virus or tumor cells. Their tumoricidal activity is termed natural because it is not induced by specific antigens. Evidence suggests that class 1 MHC molecules on the normal cell surface inhibit NK cell and prevent lysis of tumors. Macrophages. They kill tumor cells when activated by combination of factors including lymphokines and interferons. There are two types of tumor-associated antigens, TAM1 and TAM2. TAM1 cells facilitate T cells to kill the tumors, whereas TAM2 under certain conditions promote tumor tolerance because they get polarized. Under certain conditions, macrophages may present with tumor-associated antigens and stimulate tumor-specific immune response. The dendritic cells, which are antigen-presenting cells, APCs, is present in the barrier of tissues and they play a central role in initiation of tumor-specific immune responses. Several classes of dendritic cells can mediate tumor suppression promotion. Lymphokines, which include interleukin-2, also T cell growth factor produced by dendritic cells, induces CTS, that is cytotoxic T lymphocytes, which enhances anti-tumor immune responses. The regulatory T cells, which are present normally in the body, which help to prevent autoimmune reactions, and these T cells are produced during active phase of immune response to the pathogens. Then, myeloid-derived suppressor cells increases in number in cancer, inflammation and infection. These cells have some potent immune suppression activity. The two populations of these cells are recognized as granulocytic myeloid-derived suppressor cells and monocytic cells. Tumor evasion of the immune response. Though a human body consists of immune system and their mechanism, tumors success to evade the immune response, such as by modulating their tumor antigens, failure of host defense by several reasons such as suppression of immune response by chemical, physical and viral agents. Example for this is the helper T cell destruction by HIV, and suppression of immune response by cytotoxic drugs or decreased interleukin-2 production, presence of activity of TAM2 polarized cells which causes or which promotes tumor tolerance. Many cancers develop mechanisms that allow them to evade anti-tumor immune responses. Few of these mechanisms are escaping immune response, which is induced by the loss of antigen expression, active inhibition of immune responses. Finally, the cancer immunoediting. It is the constant interaction of immune system with the tumors over long time may actually edit the phenotype of the developing tumor, resulting in less immunogenic state. All these reasons make the tumor to evade the immune system and proliferate in the human body. Detection of tumors, that is by immunodiagnosis. Immunodiagnosis is a diagnostic methodology that uses antigen-antibody reaction as a primary means to detect the tumor. To detect the tumors, tumor markers are compulsory. These tumor markers are the metabolic products which are produced by tumor cells and found only in body fluids or tissues or tumor surface of patients which are affected with cancers. These tumor markers are the substance that can be detected in higher than normal amounts in the blood or urine or bodily tissues of some patients with certain type of cancers. As we mentioned earlier, tumor-associated antigens are used as one of the tumor markers in diagnosis and management of various tumors. The tumor marker to be an ideal, it should released only in the tumor patients and specific for a given tumor type, and it should not found in any healthy person. It should has marking concentration in blood or other bodily fluid of a patient. Then only a tumor marker is considered to be ideal. These are detected by immunoassay, useful in monitoring the patients for tumor recurrence after therapy and also used for the prognosis of cancer. AFP, alpha fetoproteins, which are used as tumor markers. These are one of the tumor associated antigens normally found in fetal liver cells in the sera of patients with primary hepatocellular carcinoma and non-seminomatous germ cells. These are also frequently found in ovarian and testicular embryonal carcinoma. The levels of these proteins are useful for the estimating prognosis or less often for diagnosis of tumor. The normal concentration of AFP in serum is less than 20 Ng per ml. The concentration of AFP is up to 500 Ng per ml in serum of patients who are affected with hepatocellular carcinoma. The possible hepatoma is said to be if the AFP is present about 100 to 350 Ng per ml, and probable hepatoma if AFP is present about 350 to 500 Ng per ml, whereas likely hepatoma if AFP is present in the concentration of 500 to 900 Ng per ml, and if a case the concentration is more than 1000 Ng per ml, then it is said to be hepatoma. Another marker is carcinoembryonic antigens, which is simply called as CEA as a tumor marker. It is also a tumor associated antigen composed of polysaccharide complex found in colon carcinomas and also found in normal fetal intestine, pancreas and also in liver. CEA level in normal individual blood is below 2.5 Ng per ml, but it increases significantly in certain malignants such as colon rectal cancers. The detection of CEA in blood is one of the sensitive immunoassay in the detection of colon carcinoma. Specificity of this test is low, but positive test also occurs in heavy cigarette smokers and in patients with cirrhosis ulcerative colitis. The level of 4 to 5 fold of normal have been used to predict recurrence of colon rectal tumors. Cancer therapeutics. Different types of cancers are cured by different types of therapies. Under this, the types of therapies. It's surgery, which is the removal of cancer cell at the particular area by undergoing surgery. Chemotherapy, the use of drugs to kill cancer cells. But this disadvantage is the toxicity to the healthy cells also persist, and side effects may occur which induce hair loss, nausea, reduced immune response. Radiation therapy, it is the use of high energy rays to kill cancer cells. Gene therapy, which is a technique for correcting the defective genes which are responsible for the cause of cancer. The gene therapy uses vector to transfer genes. Stem cell transplantation, which aims to cure some of the blood cancers such as leukemia, lymphoma and myeloma. This therapy replaces the damaged blood cells with healthy stem cell which is drawn from donor. Cancer immunotherapy. Harnessing the immune system to fight cancer is not a new idea. Since cancer immunotherapy, it is the therapy which boosts up the body's natural defense. Immunotherapies which induce or enhance the anti-tumor immune response. Cancer immunotherapy uses substance made by the body or in a laboratory to improve or to restore the immune system functions as cancer immunotherapy, also called as biological therapies. Under this, antigen independent immunotherapy, which includes interleukin treatment, interferon therapy, colony stimulating factors and heat shock protein immunization, whereas antigen-dependent immunotherapy includes immunization with tumor antigens and therapy with monoclonal antibodies and vaccination against oncogenic viruses. The monoclonal antibodies have been used as experimental immunotherapeutic agents for treating cancer. At present, approximately 12 different monoclonal antibodies are licensed for the treatment of cancer, whereas immunization includes the reagents known as immunotoxins, which have been constructed by coupling the inhibitor chain of a toxin to an antibody against a tumor-specific or tumor-associated antigen. In vitro studies have been demonstrated that these magic bullets can kill tumor cells without harming normal cells. Therefore, immunotherapy is one of the best treatment for the cancer. References. These are the references for this particular topic. Thank you.